This podcast is brought to you by Carvana. Carvana makes car selling fast and easy from start to finish. Enter your license plate or VIN and get a real offer in seconds, down to the penny. If you accept, Carvana will come pick up your car from your driveway. Or you can drop it off at one of our car vending machines. Either way, you get paid instantly. It's fast, transparent, and 100% online. Car selling that saves your time. That's Carvana.
Carvana.
Pickup fees may apply.
Running a business comes with a lot of what-ifs. But luckily, there's a simple answer to them. Shopify. It's the commerce platform behind millions of businesses, including Thrive Cosmetics and Momofuku. And it'll help you with everything you need. From website design and marketing to boosting sales and expanding operations, Shopify can get the job done and make your dream a reality. Turn those what-ifs into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Commercial Insurance. Business owners, meet Progressive Insurance. They make it easy to get discounts on commercial auto insurance and find coverages to grow with your business. Quote in as little as 6 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company. Coverage provided and serviced by affiliated and third-party insurers. Discounts and coverage selections not available in all states or situations.
Wie wäre es, weniger Zeit mit dem Einkauf zu verbringen und dafür mehr Zeit für deine Lieblingspodcasts zu haben? Mit dem Rewe Abholservice geht das. Bestell deinen Einkauf einfach online und hol ihn bequem und fertig gepackt im Markt ab. Natürlich ohne Mindestbestellwert. So bleibt dir mehr Zeit für die nächste Podcast-Folge oder deine Lieblingstracks. Jetzt ausprobieren. Auf rewe.de/shop oder in der Rewe-App. Dein Rewe Abholservice. Online bestellen, im Markt abholen.
Ain't no cap in my rap. Real I know it's the truck. More profit mean extra. Emerald white out full of pressure. That cereal milk smoking right. But that Obama rant some special. Kansas City, I'm a chief. Shout out to K5 on new one. Country thuggin', I was hustling. I always had it on me. Booming like OJ the Juice. Till a nigga told on me. From now on it's relentless. Ain't no love, we ain't friendly. If she want me on him. No the law, she get the business. No the law, still the motto.
This episode is brought to you by Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus has movies. So many movies. The movies you've seen 1,000 times and could watch 1,000 more. Iconic movies your friends can't believe you haven't seen. New movies, classic movies, new takes on classic movies. So whether you're into Top Gun or The Naked Gun, Mean Girls or Mission Impossible, Smurfs or Sonic the Hedgehog, there's a mountain of movies to discover on Paramount Plus. Start streaming today.
All right, hello. Welcome in. It's Birds of a Feather Podcast with your boy Q City.
Your boy Taj Bravado.
And we are back with some off-season news. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't got a catchy name for today's pod, but we just gonna discuss kind of a little bit of OTAs. We're gonna talk about what the schedule is going on, and then get into some Twitter debates that we seeing that's really, really stoking the flame. So first things first, just wanted to touch on a little bit of what happened with rookie minicamp, what happened with OTAs. Rookie minicamp standout was Kobe, right? Really enjoyed that. And in the OTAs, like me and you both said, bro, it's OTAs. Kobe stood out in rookie minicamp.
I did not hear anything about that. I heard Raheem say, like, the only thing I ever heard anything about him was like before they even practiced.
No, after they practiced, they said they were really,
I must have,
really impressed.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, run that one back.
The only thing I heard Raheem say about that man was, Only thing I heard him say was like he was like probably the most like talked about undrafted free agent in the history of undrafted free agents, probably. But
I swear, that's
it
true.
is something.
That's true. His name was popping up everywhere. Outside of him, I think, obviously everybody's really excited about the DNs, pass rushers. Everybody excited about those two coming. So I think they overshadowed a lot of, what we were going to get. We didn't have many offensive, the guys that were like offensive were invites. They weren't really like drafted players. So really interested to see how this preseason roster shapes out. What's up?
You good?
All right. In terms of OTAs, right? Like me and you were just talking about, it's overblown drastically, right? Like there's no reason to feel as though we should hold any weight or stock to it, because nothing that's really happening there is really. Penix is solidified as the starter, so it's not like it's a QB debate or anything like that. That we're not gonna learn anything new there. RB 1 and 2 is solidified. Wide receiver 1 and 2 solidified. Tight end 1 solidified. On the defense, most of your starters, you're pretty.
The thing is like
you're going in with not a lot of positions to fight.
Defense is the way defense is where we're going to see our biggest changes. Yeah, because like rookies, now obviously our first round picks they're going to play, but I think probably the one that might be like a sure starter is going to be our third round pick, Xavier Watts.
Yeah, I absolutely think he's gonna, because Simmons, we're not re-signing him. I can't imagine we will.
No, Simmons. They're not bringing Simmons back. We already got enough body. The only way Simmons come back is if he get injuries. Like, I don't really see many. Yeah, pass rush we're gonna, but the young guys are edge rushers they're gonna play because of rotation. But yeah, I do think Watts is actually a legit starter. Bowen's probably going to be able to carve a role out in that nickel spot, assuming that we don't do any more additions, because there's a lot of noise about a certain player that used to play for Raheem back out in LA. A la Jalen Ramsey.
Which I'm not going to lie to you, I wouldn't be too upset if we made a move on.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be too upset if we made a move on him. I'm not going to lie. He's a little older. Yeah. He's a little older, but I think he can. I think he can still contribute in his present state. If you keep going down the line, when I'm starting to look at it, I don't think that. Yeah.
You don't think what? No, I can't hear you.
I was saying I don't think that we have too many. Oh, we got too many open holes on the offense, like you said, and then on the defensive end, it's really only like figuring out the rotation on the line, and then two pieces in the back end, the nickel, and honestly, I think Watts just has to show up to hold down that safety spot.
Yeah, because essentially we're having 6 new starters on defense this year. Because Root's going to step in to be a starter. That's one.
And another year in a new defense, which I know people aren't super excited about, but it's necessary.
Leonard Floyd, that's a new starter. Yeah. Let me turn this on. Okay. Say something.
You good?
No, because I've been like your audio been going in and out. I don't know if it's me or you.
Oh, there we go. It just said your connection
Hear me?
updated. Yeah, I can hear you now. It just said your connection updated.
So I don't know if it was me or you. Okay. Because it was like a delay.
Oh, no, I'm good on this end. I can hear you.
I had to play around with the Wi-Fi. Okay. But, what was the last thing you said?
All right, but you were saying. You were saying about the new starters defensively we're going to have this season.
Yeah, because we're initially having 6 new starters. Rook, Leonard Floyd, Zach Harrison's not a news guy, but he's going to be in a starting role this year. So, at least according to like the tentative day one OTAs. So you got Rook, Floyd, Harrison, that's 3. Devon Diablo, that's 4. And then strong safety, whoever that is, I assume it's going to be Watch, but that's 5. And then even though Alford is technically the starter now, I don't know if he makes it to week 1 as a starter. So I expect that to be probably the 6th spot that gets tested. I mean, if he's there, he's there. But if not, we got a minimum of 5 new starters on the defense, which is pretty significant. It needed, but significant.
It's damn near a whole new defense, new scheme. Yeah.
And I'm not sure
so
how new
if
the
we go
into,
into,
really be
I think the big thing. Ulbrich is what?
Ulbrich is like he keeps on talking about he's trying to marry a little bit of last year's scheme with a little bit of his scheme that he was doing in New York. So he's trying to marry a little bit of the two together. So I'm really interested to see how this all like comes together. Like I want to see what he brings, but I don't think he could bring back stuff from last year. Just keep that playing quarterbacks 8 yards of the ball on 3rd and 1. Just keep it away.
Is healthy, right? Want to make sure everybody who started in OTAs looking at it. We got 3 preseason. You're pretty set on him, Bijan, a lot of these guys coming in the season as bona fide starters. I'm not sure how much you really want to put them out there and risk injury.
Yeah, I don't think he's playing them at all. None of the starters are going to play. Maybe on defense, offense, no.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all. So looking at the schedule, just how it plays out. Obviously opening the season at home against the Bucks, September 7th. I will be in Vegas for that one. Y'all peer pressure ties to join me, even though you probably won't. But I'll be in Vegas for season start for that one with Orange, if y'all remember him. But then, all right, so we hit 2 road games, 1 divisional. We play the Commanders early in the year, who I honestly think are going to be set up for a step back this year. We travel to San Fran. We get the Dolphins at home. We travel to Foxborough. We got a stretch of like 3 games in a row where we're away and our bye is in there. So travel is kind of not on our side there. Ending the season with 2 games at home against the Rams and then last game against the Saints. So I looked at the schedule, and outside of like, I think it's like weeks 11 to about 14, I don't think it's a bad schedule. We travel a lot on the East Coast, right? We do have to make 2 separate trips out to the West Coast for the Cardinals and the Niners, but we got the Rams at home. We got the Seahawks at home. We got the Dolphins at home.
I want to say
we got to go up to the Jets, and we got another big travel up to the Vikings. But outside of that, like we're staying on the East Coast. We don't have to switch a lot of time zones, and we got a decent bye as well. So, what were some kind of your first impressions looking at the schedule?
I don't like that. I don't like the early bye. Because we got a week 5 bye, but then we still got a international game in week 10 where we go into Germany. Not really a fan of it. But I'm assuming they're kind of banking on on that Thursday night game we got versus the Bucks is a mini bye week. But like, that's a lot of games to kind of just.
We got 10 days in between playing the Bucks in Tampa and then playing Arizona in Arizona.
Yeah, we got to travel, so it's like, yeah. We get 10 days. I'm just not really the biggest.
But if you look before then,
so that could give us an opportunity. Hopefully, anybody just gives us an opportunity to get healthy.
I honestly didn't think they were super unfair with the schedule.
I don't think it's unfair. I just don't like the week 5 bye. Especially considering
the early bye is tough.
After and you get about week after that game.
And to be honest with you, especially with like the TBD on the last week of the season, which I think was smart, right? Like they're definitely playing up that last week of the season because you did have really good games last week of last season. So it makes sense not to put yourself into any situations there, slot yourself in. But we go Sunday night the week before, and then or Monday night the week before. Then we play the Saints at home somewhere at some time. So like I think when I look at it, I think we have ways to rest within the schedule, right? Like the last 4 weeks are kind of rough with like you said, the Thursday night game, but you got 10 days in between the Cardinals. Then you're playing at home against the Rams on a Monday, right? So you get an extra day there, but you lose that day against the Saints. So it's kind of like, handle your business early. And when I'm looking at our business early, we have a lot of opportunities to stack wins early. I do think the Panthers are going to be better this year. The Bucks have won the division 3 years in a row. They're going to be tough. The Bills are going to be tough, right? So like I could see us in the first like going into the bye at 2-2. Possibly 1-3. I wouldn't love, but like I think the Vikings are obviously going to take a huge step back this year with he's not a rookie, but like with the first year starter at quarterback. And the Commanders, even though I think they're going to take a step back, I still think that's going to be a tough game. But I can see us going into the bye 2-2.
He a rookie in my book.
The Bills going to be that's kind of how I feel. But I'll say, you know, first year starting, because you were around the system, you did get to see everything and whatnot.
I gotta time this
You
out.
just
'Cause,
had,
like,
there's been a lot of continuity there. So like the only thing I got you. All right. Things gonna drop and rejoin. One of the things that I was gonna say is that when I'm looking at it, I look at like 2-2 going into the bye, right? Between the Bucks and Panthers, you got to split that, and then between the Vikings and Commanders, you got to split that. Both NFC teams, 2 NFC losses early. That's going to be tough. Looking at the Bills, I think that's going to be a tough game. They're a great regular season team, so I wouldn't be surprised to lose that one. 49ers traveling out there, really interested to see what their team looks like this year. I don't really have a beat on them. I think they drafted well. That defense has to come back up. They paid Purdy now. Is he worth the money? We'll see. That's a Sunday night game. Gonna love that. Think we should beat the Dolphins. Think we should beat the Patriots, even though I think they're going to be a tough, hard-nosed team. I really expect our defense to kind of come into form there. I think the Colts, and yes, we're going to play them in Germany. If Anthony Richardson is going to be a solidified starter within this league, it's going to happen before that game. Or we're going to be playing like whichever backup at that point in time, right? Like, because I think the Colts have every possibility to go straight into a free fall. I'm not completely out on Anthony Richardson. He has the tools and the capabilities, but like, I think he more than anybody else is under a lot of pressure to put it all together this year. The Panthers, I honestly believe we're going to split with the Panthers this year. With that being the case, if you're going to lose early, you win. Excuse me. If you're going to lose early, you win late. If you're going to win late, if you're going to win early, you lose late. It just is what it is. So for those of y'all keeping count, I have us at like 5-4 at this point in time. 5-4. 5-5 after the Saints game. And then this is where I really feel like our schedule lightens up. I think we sweep the Saints this year. Pretty easily, I think we sweep the Saints this year at 7-5. I'm pretty sure we beat the Jets. It's 8-5. We're going to split with the Bucks. It's 9-5. We should beat the Cardinals 10-5. That just means between the Seahawks and Rams, we could lose one of those games. Like, and we still in the season 11-6. We can't lose both of them because 10-7 I don't think gets it this year. But 11-6, you could lose either the Seahawks or the Rams. I really don't think you should lose against the Cardinals. You should sweep the Saints. The Jets, Patriots, I definitely think we could win that game. We should go 3-1 versus the AFC East. The Bills is the only team in which I'm like, all right, you know, we might go ahead and lose that one. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm looking at pretty much everybody else within the AFC East, I don't know how Justin Fields is going to look, but like history would tell me he's not going to look good. And Ulbrich knows that team, right? So defense, even though they've got new scheme, new coach, Ulbrich knows the personnel, right? At least on the defensive side of the ball. I think that gives us a little bit of an advantage there. The Cardinals, I just don't think are going to be a good team. The Cardinals, I just do not think are going to be a good team. And I like Kyler Murray, right? I don't think it's just him. But, like, defensively, probably not going to be up to par this year. I'm really looking – I wouldn't be surprised if by the time we play them at this point in the season, you're looking at a 5 or 6 win team, right? Playing them late into the season. The Panthers, I actually think, are going to be on a come up this year. I've talked about it. I said it last year, but they really took on late in the year, right? And the But even with that being the case, I still say we're going to split with them, right? Now, the Vikings, we should beat. And if we don't, that puts a lot of pressure on that Commanders game before our bye. Either way, we can't afford to go into the bye 1-3. You know what I'm saying? Or that's really it. I think we can afford to go in 2-2. Would love 3-1. I don't really see 4-0 there just because I don't expect us to sweep both the Bucks and Panthers. So like, even if we do go 4-0, I know those games are going to bite us later on in the season. Let me get a beat on Taj, see if he coming back.
I'm in here.
And y'all, this is just, hey, you know, we working on it. Technical difficulties. Right, it's just technical difficulties. That's all. So you've been talking. For anybody watching on YouTube, if y'all hear us both talking at the same time, we will fix that in editing. I promise. I promise we will fix that in editing. All right. So either way, lost my train of thought. There we go. Yeah, I'm looking at an 11-6 type of season, right? Now, as the storylines progress throughout the season, obviously injuries come into play. We really look at coaching staffs and whatnot, how our players are interacting with the new scheme and whatnot. I think we'll get more of a clearer picture of what type of team this is going to be. But as of right now, I think 11-6 is totally reasonable. Were you able to get me, man?
You enjoy it?
Were you able to hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
All right, there we go. So I was just, I can hear you now. I was just saying, I think 11-6 is totally reasonable in terms of like what I was looking into for this season.
After I say something.
I think that, so it's a delay.
I don't know what's going on, but it's like I say something, then you respond to me like 10 seconds later.
Like a chopper, looking like I hit the lotto. I want a hottie like mulatto. I'm on here and she on Moscato. I'm in them good till tomorrow. I'm a robber for the Neros. Your little loss, I'ma put you on payroll. You smell that aroma? Design the air, it's a party, yeah. Papa Corona, she moving her body, she working them heels. Gotta go get it mentality. Grocery bag full of celery. Only believe half what you're telling me. Keep a 20 on me, case emergency. I wake up early every morning. Thank the Lord and get the bag. Hustle hard, get the cash. That first, then I'm showing my ass. Gotta go get it mentality. Grocery bag full of celery. Only believe half what you're telling me. Keep a 20 on me, case emergency.
My babies, that's who I grind for. That's who I do it for. Like the Navy, that's who I'm toting that iron for. Keep one in the head like a thought, nigga. Yeah, I fuck with Ty, he a boss, nigga. Foot on their neck, I exhaust, nigga. Niggas cross me, so I cross, nigga. No stripper was lit last night. 500, what it cost, nigga. Shit was really legit last night. Had them hoes at the house, nigga. Instagram, Snapchat, Triller. What they say about Jay, he a go getter. Used to have them fat sacks in the grove, nigga. Late nights, early swinging my dough, nigga.
You smell that aroma? Design the air, it's a party, yeah. Papa Corona, she moving her body, she working them heels. Gotta go get it mentality. Grocery bag full of celery. Only believe half what you're telling me. Keep a 20.